I ain't gonna play the whole thing. It's outdated anyway. Just the beginning part. Oh wait, we got it's getting the meat part. Now that was an old one.
Taste that rainbow.
Hey, Lo, do you need 2 chairs? Just asking. Okay.
Slacker in the man.
All right. Welcome to the 2012 version of the Slacker and the Man roast. For those of you that in the crowd that are not aware, crowd. I use the term crowd very loosely. We are Slacker and the Man podcast. We do broadcast live every week, as well as put up a podcast on slackerandtheman.com. Dobbs and I do. The other gentlemen you see on stage here are friends of the show, and tonight the man of honor is Dobbs. Give Dobbs a hand. We're going.
Something nice will be said.
We are going to roast Dobbs tonight, so I hope everybody has fun. I will issue one more warning. If you are offended by vulgar or crude language, the show is probably not for you. If you are not offended, the show is definitely for you. So, all right. Oh. All right, so first up, we have a gentleman that goes by the name Sunni. He's the one at the end down there that looks like Steve Buscemi and Big Bird had a butt baby. And the funny part is I wrote that joke before the debate this week, so that makes it even better. But, Sunni is, like I said, he's a member of Sci-Fried. He's the bassist for Sci-Fried. So, and he's in a lot of bands. He's actually been in more bands than Dobbs has been in truck stop bathrooms, which that's if you don't know Dobbs, that's a lot. But, and if you've never heard him play bass, if it was possible to go back in time, we should warn Helen Keller, or congratulate her that she's never had to listen to that shit. So, without further ado, I'm going to welcome Sunni to the stage now. Everybody give Sunni a big round of applause.
All right. The man, what an introduction. Some people call him the man. He actually used to be a cop, but it's actually, they call him the man because he confuses so easily that after his sex operation they had to remind him, hey, you have a penis now, albeit insignificant. Anyway, speaking of being a cop, it takes a real redneck to leave law enforcement to become a farmer. This guy is such a redneck, he dips tobacco and smokes, probably at the same time. I'm going to tell you guys a true story. He gave me a ride in his truck one day. He had hot Campbell's soup in the dash, letting it heat up in the sun to pop the can open and have lunch. Ravioli, either way, that is a true story. And this guy will hit on and try to fuck anything that moves. Maybe even if it doesn't move. Desperation is a stinky cologne. I've never seen anyone with such low standards of women, like, seriously. With one exception, he has a disturbingly over-the-top obsession with Gates McFadden. As creepy as that is, we'll let it slide because at least it's an attractive woman. Anyway, as much as fun as it is to keep on picking on him, I gotta move on. This dais is full of business. So moving right along, Lo. Or Big Lo, as they call him. Pac-Man. This motherfucker's so big, one time we hid a pound of dope under his tits to transport it to Dragon Con to room parties. But you can forget being stealth and sneaky with this guy around. He laughs so loud, I bet even Helen Keller can hear you. Actually, even Marley Matlin told him to shut the fuck up. But look at the bright side. At least with that beard, you look like a broke-ass Rick Ross that let himself go. And by the way, all you guys, make sure you give your keys to Lo on the way out. He'll bring the valet around. Just make sure you tip him really good.
Do we have to tip him, really?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway. Ross, I don't know you that well, so I'm just going to say, if you're hanging out with the rest of these shitheads, save your radio and comedy career. Spend more time with Tom and Dan. You'll get less of a mediocre time with those guys. Anyway, moving on to Dobbs. Let's get right to the man of the hour. That's if you can call him a man. I sometimes have to question this guy's sexuality. I mean, try to get him to go to a strip club. Won't go. He won't do it. Even if you offer to pay for it with his bandmates on his birthday, still won't go. Sci-Fried has been dubbed the Motley Crue of geek rock, and this guy won't go to a strip club. I've never seen anyone in Motley Crue not go to a strip club. Even Mick Mars, who can barely walk and will probably die if he popped a boner, goes to strip clubs with Tommy Lee and the guys. I guess he would rather touch noses and play little, like the boot game with Dusty, you know? And other grown men. He has a soft spot for little games like that with other men. It's called his asshole. Anyway, moving on to how slow this guy is. Jim can have this whole drum kit set up in less time than he can get his pedal board out of his bag and get him plugged in. Yeah. We've actually timed this, have we not?
Yeah.
That's the truth. Then it takes an extra hour to get tuned up, plugged in, and his sound dialed in.
That takes way longer.
Well, I guess if I had to sum up his guitar playing and his ability to get on stage in time, I would say it's like a Michael Bay movie. Slow motion ending with nothing but a big destructive explosion. I know you do, that's why I wrote that. Anyway, all jokes aside, you're a good guy, you're a good friend. It was actually hard to make fun of you because you're a good guy.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I love you, man.
Notice that IPA one?
Now, oh, that's loud. All right. Now, I'm going to let you guess, based on a clue, who our next roaster is. I'll say 3 simple words. You tell me if you can guess who it is. Hey, hey, hey. I'll give you one more clue. 2 words this time to see if you can guess who it is. Antique farm equipment. Oh, man. Can anybody tell me what's white with a black asshole? Tonight's roasting panel, that's what. Can anybody tell me the difference between Lorenzo and Batman? Batman can go to the store without Robin. All right, Lo. So without further ado, yeah, you know, I've got more jokes, but as many oohs as I'm getting, I'm just going to let you come on up, and let's do some reverse racism. Everybody, Lorenzo.
I know you do, baby. Well, well, well. The man, as we like to loosely refer to him as. I'm sure he'd rather be out nightsticking the colored folk right now, but he's going to be here helping us roast Dobbs. Or Ilian Gonzalez, Dobbs, whichever one we call you, I don't know. You know, God, y'all flushing me out now, man. I'm just sitting there with all the black jokes.
You can read, right?
I can listen.
You can't afford an iPad like Sunny?
Yeah, Sunny has the iPad. He has that done, okay.
You read that shit fine?
I'm going to skip around here because I have totally not done the homework assignment. I'm sorry. Sonny, plain and simple, just fuck you. Right. I'm going to have to go down the line here. New guy, I don't know you yet, but I'm pretty sure by the end of this, I'm going to be saying fuck you too. But as we come down here, and I know that we're going to be roasting Ilian here, Quite a lot this thing. Legal. I wanted to try to get a little bit of respect, and we're going to start this off with the Cuban national anthem. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Oh my God, I'm serious, man. But honestly, I should be a little nicer to him, man. I know he had a rough time getting here. He had a flat tire on the way in. Poor man almost drowned. Oh man, I love Cubans, man. You guys are just like the Mexicans of the Caribbean. That's Haiti? Oh, I'm sure. But you know, what really can I say about you, man? That, you know, the indictment hasn't already laid out for us. I mean, and what, you know, the reason the indictment, man, you know, because this man never changes the fluid in his rape brakes. You understand? And I thought his people were so good with cars and automobiles and equipment and things like that.
We're good with Bondo, man.
Good with Bondo? Yeah, I heard that. It's how you keep your asshole together after a trip to the movies, right? Oh, man, but you know, when I talked about him and I said there, I mean, because we know we all love his band, right? We all love Dobbs' band. You know, I think they're called Wild Stallions or something like that. Oh my goodness, man.
Don't you come to this show late, David Washburn? I see you.
Shut up. Hey, sit down, pal. Black man's on stage and it's not a slave auction, all right? Yeah. Point a few in, yeah. Oh, man. But you know, I always wondered what beach the man scooped Dobbs up on. Till I remembered that he has this ungodly fear of salt water, like he's from Alien Nation or something. Yeah, let's get the key card in here. Thank you. But I did find out that the reason they know each other is when, you know, Dobbs was fluffering some gay porn. The man was there, he was the towel boy. Allegedly. No, I saw the video, man, and you truly showed me how you blow dudes. The man is an expert, man. I'd make him my #1 prison bitch.
Attaboy, Dobbs.
My parents are proud.
That's not what they said.
No,
They're not. I know one pair to be proud, though, you know, because I know his dream is to have Michael Bay's butt babies and take them into the future. But anyway, man, that's all I had for you because I had a limited time because some of us have jobs. And so usually have 2 or 3, but just to say, man, it's a pleasure to come up here, mess with you for a little while, and remember, I know where you sleep.
Oh, now, our next roaster. He's been a big deal in the world of podcasting for a long time. He started out with a show called SoMaCal, which was the end-all and be-all of podcasts there for a while. He moved on from there to a podcast called, I think I'm stepping on a cord. He moved on from there to a podcast called A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan, which is, for those of you in the local area, it is Drunky and Daniel from The Monsters do a podcast, and he reads the newspaper to them. And you know, I looked at it for a long time, and there's a lot to make fun of with Ross. But I'm just going to give you some true facts about Ross, okay? Because that is way funnier than anything I could have come up with. He is an award-winning Ben Franklin impersonator. He's a single dad. Oh no, I'm sorry, not single dad. Stay-at-home dad. I messed it up. Stay-at-home dad. He, for extra money, he makes duct tape wallets. That's true. That's true. That's true. And rape kits. His favorite catchphrase is snoots, which we'll let him explain that. But, and he's actually the closest thing to an actual comic we have on stage. And so everybody give it up for Ross.
The closest thing to, I am a professional comedian, ladies and gentlemen. Usually I'm ashamed to say that to people, but fuck you guys. First of all, thank you for you guys for coming out on a Friday night. I'm sure you guys had better things to do than this. And you know, either way, thanks. Either way, Let's give it up for your host, the man. He's doing an excellent job here tonight. That's about what he deserves. Fair enough. The man, that hyper original radio name, by the way. How long did it take you to write that one? A couple days, or did you just get confused when Sean Connery said, "You're the man now, dog"? Took it a little bit too literally there. They call you the man though because you used to be a cop, right? Yeah. It reminds me of the words of the poet-philosopher Ice Cube. I believe he said, "Fuck the police, straight up eat a dick." And that's how you get an applause break, you fuckers. You other two guys, don't know a lot about you, but thanks for coming out. Lead singer of Korn on steroids, and Rick Ross after he ate Flavor Flav. Thanks a lot for coming out. Yeah, thanks to you guys for taking just enough time off from jerking off into plush tribbles to come out to this shit. Couldn't have done it without you. And don't think I forgot about you, Bar2D2. Is it true that you're in a gay relationship with Whiskey 3PO? And you're the bottom? Oh, I'm sorry, power bottom. I'm sorry, my bad. What else do I got here for you guys? Oh, right into Dobbs. Dobbs. You ready for this shit, Dobbs? Honest to God, I didn't know a lot about the Spackler and the Man podcast before I got here tonight, so I'm sorry, guys. I wrote a lot of jokes about Dobby, the house elf from Harry Potter. I got a lot of stuff about a hideously ugly minor character on a show that's about themes that are ostensibly for children, but it gets graphically, adultly detailed at times. So I think this stuff's gonna work either way. Now, Dobbs, you're in a band, right? The name of the band is... Hey, way to discontinue that stereotype about sci-fi and fat guys. Thanks for that. And honestly, Dobbs, you're the perfect guy for a geek podcast because, you've got that classic face for radio, and you've got a voice for comic books, so it's really good. And recently, you said on a podcast that if you could have sex with any animal you wanted to, it would be a bear. Is that correct? Well, after this, let's head up to the Pea House, and I think I can hook that up for you. You guys have been awesome. My name's Ross. Thanks a lot for coming out tonight. Give it up for your host, the man. Give it up for Dobbs.
All right. Now, by process of elimination, you obviously know who we're going to have up next. He's been my friend for a long time. He gets a lot of flack. People think he's gay for whatever reason. And matter of fact, we had a listener write in the other day that say that Lorenzo's hair was straighter than Dobbs. I don't know what that means, but... And, he's got... But I will say, and he also gets a lot of flack for not being a geek. He's got to be a geek. He has a geek tattoo. Right above his butthole, it says Peter Parker. So, if that's not a geek tattoo, I don't know what is. So, without further ado, let me bring up the man of the hour, the roasty, and we'll see what he threw together at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Everybody, Dobbs.
I don't speak Spanish. I'm the worst Cuban ever. I don't speak Spanish and I barely speak English. So, wow. Well, thanks everybody coming out and everything. The man here, you are the hardest person for me to make fun of because I've been making fun of you for 16 years and I've kind of said everything. I think last year I called you a manscaped Ron Jeremy, a less articulate Ricky Bobby, and something about you going out of your way to be Kenny Powers, something like that. Maybe to fuck him is to become him. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. Ross, we met today for the first time ever. The alleged ringer of this here group. Some kind of ringer. I'd never heard of the fucking guy, like, ever. Offense. But really, how good could he possibly be if he's here roasting me tonight on a Friday? I record a radio show in a tool shed in Hardee County. You probably don't even know where that is. I'm just kidding, dude. Check's in the mail. Don't cash it. Sonny's a professional musician, which, is loosely translated as unemployed, like me. But for real, he and I both started a diet together a year ago March when I joined the band. It's called the Sci-Fried diet, but he's winning because he's gained a lot more weight than I have. He's gained so much weight that his dreads have gotten fatter. I keep waiting for Krang to drop. Just jump out your stomach at any given point. Like you're like 2 months away from not being able to fit through that revolving door on your bedroom. Just kidding. Amanda's right there. Lovely, lovely girl. Board designation, one of many. Lorenzo. How could anybody ignore the elephant in the room? That's right, everybody. Yeah. Lowe's black, you fucking racists. I'm sorry, African American. I'm not used to saying that because the only things as big and black as you that have come out of Africa have come in a Barnum and Bailey truck. Where's your boyfriend at? Mo. Yo. What would LoMo be without Mo? That's like Brangelina without Brad. You're the man in the relationship. I gave you that much. You can take it, like he would. I mean, I would keep going, but he's a lot bigger than me. I can outrun you, but he's in between me and the door. You heard this guy laugh though, for real. Like, I don't know. I know it's not coming through on the microphone, but I'm pretty sure. Onion, back there. Are your ears okay from this guy right here? No. I finally understand that old saying: once you go black, you go deaf. Because of you. And I'm glad now, you know. But that's all I got as far as, you know, dissing on you guys. Because in all honesty, apart from all of you, actually, it was pretty easy to do that. I really do love all you guys. It's awesome to get made fun of and called gay by all of you. All because I like dude core. I guess I'm the only one. You were gay way before that. Oh, well, hey, thank you, Mr. Tiffany, for speaking up. Tiffany, it was very, very awesome of you to let Kennison come out tonight. Say something now. I got the mic, dude. I'm like 50 fucking times louder than you.
It took you 3 years to figure that out.
I don't even have to yell. It's quite amazing. But thank you, everybody, for coming out. It's not easy to stand up here and get made fun of for a while, unless you're used to it, which I am. So, you know, I'm cool with it. So I'm going to give you back over to the man. Thank you for coming out.
Everybody give it up for Dobbs. Once again, proving the smartest thing to ever come out of his mouth was a penis. We want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and if you would stay right where you're at, the music festival's coming up next. We've got a lot of cool acts. We've got, help me out here, Dobbs. We've got Mediocre, Sci-Fried.
Don't help him. Don't help him.
What's that?
Don't help you. Just do it. Name them. 7. There's 7. Go.
There's 7. Sci-Fried, Mediocre, Schaefer the Dark Lord, Shinobi HD, Mark with a C.
Oh, you're so wrong.
MC Rection, and Jay-Z. There we go.
It was HD Ninja.
Got 99
So
problems,
close.
but a whole 3 chain